Shut up and sit down.
Naruto is the BTS of the anime world, okay?
That's a statement. That's a statement.
I'll stand by.
I mean, you would. But yeah, it's just a bunch of like that. Welcome back to another episode of the Bias Effect podcast. We're back, baby. And not only are we back, so many other people are back. It's comeback month. We are going to talk today about March comebacks, March 2025.
You're just assuming everyone knows who you are at this point.
Oh, well, you know, I'm Nikki.
I'm QJ.
I mean, I got so excited about comebacks. How can I keep it?
That's fair.
And at this point, I'm like jumping into this random episode. You would hope you know my voice by now. But yes, March comebacks. I don't even know how to describe the emotional valleys we've all gone through this month.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know if is this like normally the season, or were we just like not into the groups enough for the last few months to like catch all of them, because I felt like a lot was going on this month.
Yeah, I would say that's probably what it is, because if we're going to talk real about it, it's the end of Q1, so it's naturally, if we want to go the capitalistic route, it makes sense why you would drop everything at the end of a Q1, because you want to make as much money as you can, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I guess.
I know, it's the boring, reasonable, gross answer. I would think it's because we're into more groups now, too, because there's some in this grouping that we wouldn't have listened to or even noticed before, like...
That's true.
Like the Boyz, SF9...
Yeah, that's true.
Oneus, Jackson Wang, Kai, 17, like there's a lot. Not that 17 had come back, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah, that is true. I also think like summer's coming, right? So like, I don't know, just feels like the vibe. Concert season's coming.
Oh, girl. Yeah, speaking
Apparently.
of concerts, it kind of lines up with one of the first comebacks we saw was, because so J-Hope's on tour, but he also dropped some fresh tracks in the mix of all of that, and it's a lot to absorb. That's the first one we have here is J-Hope released Sweet Dreams with featuring Miguel on March 7th.
What were your thoughts on Sweet Dreams?
At first I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then, like, I can't stop listening to it now.
Yeah.
He's kind of sneaky, I find, with his songs like that. Like,
I found both of them. So, like, the other one was Mona Lisa, came out on the 21st. And I found, actually, with both of them, first listen, I was like, pretty solid song. And then, like, pretty much within, like, 24 hours, I would be, like, singing a part of it. And I was like, wait, what song is that? And I'm like, oh, that's that song that literally just came out. And now, like, I'll say I'm obsessed with Mona Lisa. I think that's such a jam. I love that song. And it's wild. It's so crazy. Like, you know, okay, so also there's music videos for both of them. The Sweet Dreams one is like super cute. The Mona Lisa one is unhinged, in my opinion. And there's that one specific part where he basically like humps the camera, honestly. Like, I can't even describe it any other way. But it keeps coming up on my reels, and every time it comes up, I know it's coming, and I never scroll away. I'm like, let me see it again. Let me just see it again. It's absolutely crazy.
I agree. We both kind of talked about that. I actually never ended up watching the Sweet Dreams music video, but I saw like the promo pictures. It was pretty cute.
It was cute. It kind of had like an Up vibe, like the house is like floating around, and
and I really like J-Hope's aesthetic right now in this comeback too. Like, I like his like crazy baggy pants, baggy shorts.
His like
it's
diamond
kind of...
jeans.
Yeah,
I love the diamond jeans. For me.
I know, it's like kind of insane, but I'm like kind of here for it. And then the other thing I loved about Sweet Dreams and Mona Lisa is, again, his like, he has this very catchy dance style too, and so we're seeing all of these dance videos, and myself have been trying to lock down the Sweet Dreams one. I haven't just tried Mona Lisa yet, because it's too much.
The only part of it I know is when he goes the 1+9. He's like 1, and then he goes like,
I know,
it's like the Stray Kids thing. So I'm like,
it's the 5-star.
Like that, I kind of know.
So, and then for me, and I think for you too, but the other thing I was absolutely dying with the Sweet Dream stuff, he did a lot of real collabs with a bunch of the juniors.
I know, he went off on the dance challenges with like everyone.
I was dying.
I know. I mean, obviously we were dying specifically because he did one with San from Ateez.
And Jin too. It was like, oh my god, like it's like J-Hope and Jin back, like that scene of like with fresh content.
Jin, and he did one with Yeonjun from TXT.
Taemin.
from Shiny. And then he did 17, which was like, we're just starting to get into 17, so it was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was Hoshi and Uzi, and then in Hypin twice at aespa. So like, but yeah, specifically the sand one broke us a bit because I was like, my worlds are colliding, and I don't really understand how to process it.
It kind of blew my mind just because of that like supposed diss track that came out like a month ago or whatever, that we kind of talked about it before, where it's like an alleged diss track, and I was like, now he's doing a dance challenge with Ateez, so obviously if that was a diss track, he doesn't care.
He don't care.
I mean, and maybe it wasn't a diss track, but like if it was, he obviously doesn't care because he did it. And when he did the thing with Sound, he was like, oh, like you guys are so hot right now, like, so he knows who they are. So he's not just like, yeah, whatever, get them in here. Like, he actually knows who they are.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's been a lot of stuff where we've seen even like old BTS clips of like them kind of like rebelling against Hype.
Well, yeah, they kind of just do whatever the fuck they want anyway.
So yeah, they're probably just like, diss track. Okay.
Worlds are colliding a lot though, because he also liked Wooyoung's picture.
Did he?
Yeah, like Wooyoung posted on Instagram, and he had, I think it was Mona Lisa playing like over the pictures.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he liked it, and then now he's also started following some of them. Like everyone, like, I think you sent me that thing the other day that was like, maybe there's a collab coming.
I would literally explode.
I know, I would actually die.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die when that happens. But yeah, that part was insane. Back to the Mona Lisa music video. Yeah, I actually just like, besides the obscenity of it all, it was a cool music video too, because it was kind of like a one-take music video, which was really cool.
Yeah, that's true. It was all like, kind of in the same room, and like, yeah, it was mostly just like dance routine, but like, yeah, you couldn't really see a lot of the hard cuts.
In the art museum too. And there was toilet paper on the wall which represented something.
Oh, I saw somebody posting about it, that apparently there's some Korean brand of toilet paper called Mona Lisa, or there used to be something like that. It seemed very old and very random, where I was like, this seems like a stretch, but also at the same time, I don't understand why he had a huge photo of toilet paper, so maybe it's true. I don't know.
And just a quick stat too, Mona Lisa exploded too. It had 2 million views on YouTube within the first 9 hours of it being released. And it was number 15 on trending at the time of me pulling that. So yeah, J-Hope killing it. What can I say?
He's going crazy.
He's absolutely insane. Post-military J-Hope, we are absolutely here for it. Again, it's getting my brain unlocked. I have no idea what's going to happen when they're all back together. I can't actually go there in my brain.
They're starting to sort of say something. Like, I think there might be an album coming from him, and because he had said there would be a couple songs, and I also saw some other like clip that he was in where he said he was in LA working on an album. So like, I think he's gonna drop another album. But then they're also talking about Jin is maybe going on tour, dropping another album soon. It seems like they're planning to do some individual stuff right around the time that everyone gets out of service, so that there's like something happening while those people like get out of service and like have a break or whatever. Because everyone's going to be like, where's the BTS? But if other people if they're doing some things, then maybe people won't be as like pushy.
Insane.
I know. It's like happening though. Like, they are like saying things are being released. They're releasing some kind of behind the scenes DVD video thing for 7 Moments, I think, that comes out like in April, that we've already seen some clips from.
Yes, exactly. We're like new BTS fans, so I don't even know. Army, I'm praying for you, because I'm dying already.
I know, that's what I keep saying, like, to anybody that I know that like likes BTS. I'm just like, this is J-Hope on his own is so overwhelming to me right now that I don't understand how we're supposed to do 7 people. Like, I don't know how to function like that.
And I think we talked about this too. Like, I know J-Hope was originally your bias back in the day, but I wasn't like, I liked J-Hope, but I wasn't like he wasn't at the top. But I was like watching this footage, this guy.
Yeah.
I'm feeling things now. I'm like, oh my god. So yes, if he was like kind of on my lower end of that.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Okay, whatever. I can't go there any longer. It's an exciting future we're going into. Yeah. So that pretty much wraps up J-Hope. Oh, well, the only other thing I was going to say was you mentioned LA, and actually he was at an LA Lakers game like yesterday. So
yeah, I think his tour stopped. like that's this next tour date or whatever is there.
Oh, is
I
that
saw a
why?
really funny thing though. Like there was an old interview with Suga because he actually likes basketball, and he was
Oh
like,
yeah.
"None of my members know. I don't even think they know the rules of basketball." And then it cut to J-Hope at the game, and he was just like looking back and forth, like so lost. And they were like, people are like, "It's true." Like I guess he's just there for like PR or whatever, which is fine.
Yeah, he got some free sneakers from Luca, one of the players.
And he
So
got a jersey also.
yeah.
I saw J-Hope
Oh
jersey.
yeah, yeah, that's pretty sick. That's pretty cool. Well, good for him. He's out
Yeah,
there.
good for
living his
him.
life. Good for him. I think that okay. So the next one we have on the list is this is more for you. I didn't listen to SF9, but they came out with
Yeah, I mean, I won't go
new...
too much into it because we're going to probably talk a little bit about SF9 in the next episode because I only know of them through the K-drama Imitation because there was two guys on there, and as we were watching it, I was trying to check out some of the actual K-pop artists. And then somehow they had a comeback literally as I was looking it up. So I was like, okay, let's see. So I only listened to the latest EP from them that dropped March 11th this year. And I actually thought it was really sick. Like I actually really liked it. There were 6 songs on it, and 5 of the 6 songs I added to my playlist because I was like, "This is actually so good." It sounds really familiar to me. Like I can't put my finger on it, but it sounds like the stuff that we listen to. So I was like, "I love it. I need to like explore more." But the comeback was great.
Yeah, I was when you said that, I was like, okay, I haven't listened to them yet, but they're on my list to listen to definitely. And like you said, like from watching Imitation, the two guys that were from the band, I liked them in the show, so I was like,
And I think that they're like a Gen 2 or 3 group. They're an older group, so that's kind of exciting because that means that they're done with service and they're still making music, which is fun.
yeah, all right, let's go. The next one was okay. Well, so we had a couple of Ateez solo drops. So Mingi came out with a song called Autobahn on March 15th, and it featured Yeonmin.
Sure. No, no, I couldn't remember the name either. I thought she was really good though. Like no shade to Mingi, obviously I love him, but I thought her part of his song was like my favorite part.
Yeah, I agreed. Like I liked the vibes and everything when I first listened to it, but I haven't even listened to it since. So I was like, oh.
Well, that's my problem with the solo because we didn't talk about Wooyoung's solo that came out I think about a month or two ago. And then like well we did talk about Hongjoon's cover, and then there was also a cover from Seonghwa a couple months ago as well. Like we didn't really touch on any of those ones, but it's hard to like get into them because they're not on Spotify. Like they're not like album or like single releases. They're just like video releases, which is like cool. But like I listen to most of my stuff audio, and like I really loved the Seonghwa cover. I thought that song was like really beautiful. But like again, I haven't listened to it since because
Yeah, that's probably why too, because I watched the Mingi Autobahn one right when it like debuted. I was on it, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Like but it's called, was it called Fix? No, it's called Autobahn, but it was Fix Off.
yeah, he said
like,
fix off or whatever. Yeah.
like okay, sure. Yeah, it was fine. Like, and I really liked her. She was cool. I want to look into her too, because I was like, okay, girl, pop up.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't really like the song at first. I think I even told you that.
I
You
know,
were like,
I
you're
was like,
insane.
I know I was.
I
'Cause
listened to it
liked-
again, and I was like, yeah, okay, it's fine.
But I had the same vibes with Wooyoung, because like it was like Sagittarius was his, and it was fine. Like, but even the choreography, I was like, this nothing's like
Yeah.
popping out here.
I mean, I
It
did
was
think the
just,
same thing about Wooyoung's too. I think I agree with you on that one. I was just kind of like, it's here. When I listened to it a second
Yeah.
time, like around the time that Mingi's came out, because I was like, let me just see. And I was like, I mean, it's good. If it was like on Spotify, I would listen to it, but it's not. So I'll never think about it again.
I know. I don't know what this deal is with
I thought
KQ.
maybe they were gearing up to release like an album of like solo songs, like kind of how Stray Kids does, but it's been a long time between some of these songs that now I'm like, maybe not. Maybe they're just doing it for fun.
Yeah, it's super weird. I don't really
But
wanted
then
to love them.
Ateez also announced another world tour like last week.
Not coming where we are.
I know they're not coming to Canada this time, which is a bummer. I mean, they're coming pretty close, but I'm not going across the border. Sorry.
So that's about
That's Mingi.
yeah, that's Mingi and that's Wooyoung. The next was the Boyz. So the Boyz, yeah, is kind of more what I've been getting into. That on March 17th they came out with their third studio album, Unexpected. Yeah, so this is kind of my thing with the Boyz. I do like them, but I find it's like they have two, three really bangers on an album, and then the rest are fine. Like, they're decent songs, but it just kind of, because I recently bought, if you listen to our third bonus episode, I recently bought Trigger, and I remember liking every single song on that album, but then I re-listened to it and I was like, oh, it's okay. It's fine, like, again. But anyway, so we both listened to this. I liked the first 2 songs on the album. I thought they were really good. But then the rest, it was okay.
Yeah, like, I just thought, like, when I listened to it, it kind of just, like, all faded together for me. So I was like, I was like, okay, it's fine. And then when you were like, the first 2 songs are good, I listened to it again and I was like, yeah, I guess so. The first 2 songs are pretty good. And there was a music video for VVV, I think is what it's called. And I was like, yeah, that song's fine. But, like, at first listen, did not, like, I couldn't really distinguish between each song. It just kind of sounded like all one big song, honestly.
The statement is whack.
It wasn't like when I listened to One Us and I was like, okay, this is a banger.
True.
This one I was like, this was for you. This is for you.
Yeah, no, the first two stuck out to me, and then the rest did kind of. And then I find too, I like their performances, so like that's more I feel like they're more a visual band in that capacity, because we watched the music video. Not a lover of a boxing thing, but I mean, at least it brought a different element to the song, and it was like kind of like, okay, cool, they went there, and they're also doing their rounds with the reels and all that stuff. So okay,
that's so funny that like the themes that you see throughout K-pop is like, there's always like a boxing song, there's always like a racing song. Like the music videos are always centered around boxing or racing at least once, and I'm like,
yeah, we like a fighter, I guess. But at this point, I feel like I've kind of decided on a bias for the boys too. Not that I'll say anything like cool.
Yeah, like maybe okay. I'll know.
Probably not. I think I've again, we're still early phases, so let me live my life. But I'm gonna go with Younghoon. He's 97. His English name is Jelly Kim.
Jelly Kim? That's insane. That's not even an English name. I've never met someone named Jelly.
That's his English name.
That's insane.
Jelly, yeah, like the food jelly.
Okay. Sure. The English names make me laugh so much. Like, we recently saw also like Yeonjun from TXT's English name is Daniel. I was like, no, it's not. You're not Daniel. Like, sorry, but
Daniel
you're not.
Daniel is like Daniel. Like Daniel's a fine.
I mean, it is an English name, like, period. It's not Jelly.
Yeah, I know. There's some other. Okay, another close second though was Sangyeon. He's the leader, and he kind of does give Bangchan vibes to me, like even in his visuals. So I was like, okay, he was close, but I imprinted, and I can't go back at this point.
I just chose Eric because, like, imprinted is a good word. Well,
yeah.
Like, I saw one video of them, and I was like, that guy's good.
Yeah.
So now, like, even though you've shown me other pictures of Eric, and I'm like, I don't even know who that is. You're like, that's Eric. I'm like, okay, well, it's my guy. Apparently.
Eric is he's the Magnai, and he was 2000, and he's the Korean American on the team.
The other one was, like, through that VVV music video, I was thinking, I think he said his name was Jacob or something. I was like, that guy's cute too.
He's a cutie, yeah. I like the Canadian boys. So Jacob is one of the Canadians. He, I believe, was born in Toronto, Jacob. And then Kevin is the other Canadian. He was born in Korea but moved to Canada when he was 4.
Oh.
Vancouver, specifically. So I do love Kevin too. Like there's a lot of good options in the boys. Hanjae is another one that was a potential, but I settled with Younghoon because, again, I'm kind of angry that I settled with, not settled, but because he is like the most he is like probably
like
the most
the hot one,
visual.
The visual,
yeah, the visual of the group. But I'm like, it feels so stereotypical. But he's.
I mean, it is what it is.
Sometimes
you like the visual.
Yeah, and you imprint, and I'm noticing for me, I have a 97 curse where I just seem to bias a 97er. So I don't get it, but he is a 97. So there we go. So because we got also JK in the 97s, we got Bangchan in the 97. So there's a lot more 97ers, and I'm like, great. Anyway,
a couple 97ers from 17.
Yeah, there are.
We'll get to that later.
But yeah, that was the boys. They were. Yeah, it was fine. Nice comeback. Oh, yeah, and we'll get into this also later, but Their leader is now in the enlisted, so...
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the enlistment stuff in, I think, 2 episodes from now, maybe? 2, 3 episodes from now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know, trage.
And that seems to happen a lot, we're noticing. Like, SF9 also still has someone enlisted.
Yeah, they're finishing up this year, I think. And I mean, we're like firmly coming into our military era.
I don't even...
We're starting to go through it.
I'm not okay. That's okay.
We'll get to it, though. Stay tuned.
Yes, well, since we're just talking about it, Oneus also came out with a single on March 23rd. It was CO's, but he's in the military. Mm-hmm. We found that out so later, too. We were just like, oh, he's actually gone already.
I know, we've talked like almost kind of at length about Oneus at this point, and we did not know.
I was
like,
so
we
shocked.
Were just like, huh? Wait, what?
Yeah, again, maybe because they're not like a as popular group, it didn't like come up in our feed. But I think it like came out like almost like a month after he left.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of scheduled it like the BTS way, where it's like they saved a couple things for after you enlist, so that you're still like, oh, I love him, I can still get a little piece of it while he's gone.
We'll talk about that later, but yeah. He did release a single. It was really cute. I really liked it.
It's called Hatchling. I thought it was cute too. Like the music video was cute, but it was weird to think about him being in military and then watch that video, because he's like, isn't he like in his pajamas? Isn't he at like a sleepover? He's at like a slumber party or something. Yeah. And he has like pink hair. Like it's really, really like cutesy. And I was like, this man's in the military right now.
This man is in his basic training right now.
It's such a weird like juxtaposition.
It's true, and they did that really cute like overly blush look, which I love.
Yeah.
So yeah, super cutesy look, super cutesy, very colorful video. It was fun. Yeah,
yeah, I thought it was cute.
At least they have it on Spotify, so
you can listen to it
in the loop. Okay, but so yeah, that's Oneus. CO, we love you. I hope you're doing well.
Best of luck out there.
Best of luck.
Stay healthy.
The next big drop, which we're gonna discuss, is Stray Kids came out with a mixtape.
Yeah, we gotta get into that.
Whoa, okay, so
this is our third Stray Kids comeback
since we've started.
How crazy is that?
Since started listening to them, which wasn't even that long ago. That's okay.
I know, this picture's insane. Okay, sorry, we were just like Nikki's wearing her Stray Kids shirt, so I pulled my Stray Kids calendar over, and if anyone has it, the month of April is Hyunjin, and he's like biting his finger, like I don't know what he's doing. I have to look at this for a whole month. He's doing like a weird like sexual advance thing.
Yeah,
anyway.
It was a lot when you sent that. It's a lot to look at for a whole month. But yeah, again, we kind of weren't really expecting it. Like, I know they said they were going to drop 2 releases in 2025, but all of a sudden they're like...
Yeah, and it's not really like an album. It's like a set of like duo songs, which I wasn't expecting that. And
not only that, but they announced they're going to be performing this on the leg of the tour. So we're gonna see these songs live.
Yeah, we will see them. I've seen a couple clips so far too, and like it's looking pretty good, honestly.
I'm excited. Okay, let's go through it track by track. So yeah, the first one was Giant in Krim.
Banger. Great song.
Banger. The next song is gonna be the biggest contention between the two of us.
Probably.
Burning Tires, Changbin, and IN. I'm obsessed with this song. I'm obsessed.
I think I'm in the minority because I am seeing a lot of reels about people being like, Burning Tires goes off. And like, for me, I just thought it was alright. I thought the music video was good. Like, I liked watching it. I like watching the music video more than just listening to audio because I like to see them doing their little dance, and like the music video is kind of fun. My issue with the song is that I feel like IN is lost a little bit.
Which is like insane. It's like that's a weird ass statement.
I don't think so. Like you can clearly hear Changbin rapping, doing his thing and stuff, but when IN sings, it's just very like, I don't know. I just feel like they didn't like utilize his vocal abilities to their maximum. So to me, he gets a little bit lost.
Let him try a different style.
No, I like. I do like that it's different. I will say that, but it was not my favorite song.
It was my favorite song.
No, it's not. That is not your favorite song. You're a liar.
I mean, I feel like it... Okay.
You're literally lying to my face right now.
No! I mean... I don't know. Okay, fine. I feel like it's, like, right there, though, between those two.
I mean, that's fair. Like, I definitely think I'm in the minority, because I think a lot of people like it. I just thought it was alright.
I was not expecting more of a rock pop song at all, and that's what that was, and I was like, oh my god, I'm here for this immediately. I just wasn't expecting it at all, and I loved, Chugman. And I liked Diane. I felt like he was trying to do, like, a different vocal style, like, more...
I think so, too. It just, like, didn't quite hit for me. Like, I just
fine.
I wanted, like, I like when he sings, like, like, you know, really goes for it, and I just felt like he was keeping it kind of mellow.
I can respect that. But yeah, for me, and I really like the music video too. I love their costumes in it too, or costumes.
I like it. It had like a little like story to it, which I thought was like cute. Like they're like competing or something, like almost like a video game.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they're just kind of like, yeah, whatever, GG's. Like I thought the story, quote unquote, was like cute.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good point. That is what it reminded me of. Was a video game song. Have you ever heard of the game like Road Rash? It was like from the 90s. Anyway.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Really old game that I used to play on my dad's computer. And it was like a song that you would like hear in Road Rage. So anyway, that's it. That's probably also why I really enjoyed it. Okay, well, the next song.
Yeah, I think we have the same opinion on this one at least.
Yeah.
Next track was Truman, which was Han and Felix.
Okay.
Look, what I will say is, similar to the last point, they tried something, and I respect them for doing what they did, but I'm just not into rapper Felix.
And...
Though, saying that, though, like, I was trying to think about it, because I was like, it's not like he's never rapped before. Like, if you really think about how he's, like, think about God's Menu when he's saying cooking like a chef, like, he's not singing that part, he's kind of rapping it. But at the same time, I was like, this is like more trying to go harder on the rap, and like,
It's the issue is I think what the issue is if he wrote the lyrics of his section, I just don't think he's a great lyricist. That's what I think it is.
It touched a little bit again on the whole unfair thing, which like I think as a tie-in is great, like good job. But at the same time, I'm like, your life's unfair.
And like not only that, but like if you're going to say like those things, like sure, like you know, life can be unfair, but again, it's just like
also like even though you're like rich and famous and you have money, doesn't mean that your life doesn't suck. Like that's fair enough, but it's just like hard to relate to.
It's more of like the simplicity of the lyrics. Like you're not saying anything really profound, or like you're not trying to make it artistic, in my opinion. Like he says, I sketch visions of my future, but sometimes the wrong shape slip in picture. I feel like a failure, a loser, but oh my god, yeah. Reminds me I'm human. It's like, okay.
It was that part where he was like, I feel like a failure and a loser. I was like, come on, bro. You feel like a loser?
That's what I'm saying. So it's just, it wasn't like profound. It just felt like, you know, like woke up at 5 a.m. trying to catch a plane. We don't waste time. Since I was a kid, young ambitions got me out of school. I'm like, it's basic. It's basic.
Yeah, and like that can be fine. Like we listen to a lot of basic like pop songs that we love. Like if you think about think about like a Tayo Cruz song or an Usher song, like they're not profound either. They can be, but they're like our top songs, right?
True.
But there was just something about like the flow of it that just like, I don't know, it just like didn't quite catch. And then trying to watch the music video, there's a really weird part in Felix's part where the camera is on him and his eyes are like, do you notice that?
Eyes do the thing.
He looks like an alien. Like I don't understand. His eyes were like so far apart. And I was like, why did they do that? Like he's like on a fish lens or something. I'm like, why did they do that? He looks so weird.
I noticed that too. It was like the anime villain look, you know, when they do that.
Yeah, yes. Like when they zoom in on their faces and their like forehead is like bulging out. I was like, why did they do that? I did not like that.
I noticed that too, and it made me feel weird. The only thing I think is maybe it's like, you know, trying to symbolize, oh, like you're like thinking,
I guess,
in the future, but I'm like, yeah, I didn't like it either. It was
so strange. Like again, their dances was great, and like I mean, you can't say anything bad about Han. Like
exactly, that's where it, like to me, that's the only part that brought it together for me was Han's part.
Yeah, I kept thinking when I was listening to it, like as I would listen as it got into like the second half of the song, I was like, oh, this is actually a pretty good song. And then when I really thought about it, I was like, oh, that's because it's Han's part at the end.
No, 100%. Like again, I love Felix. Nothing. I'm glad he's trying to write stuff and again, it's cool to see them both, like all of these songs try to push.
Yeah, they're like trying something new, which is fine, but when
I
you
know
do that, like it's obviously not always gonna be for everyone.
and when you're also, it's like kind of unfair, you're like also matched with Han, who's like one of the best lyricists in K-pop probably, so it's like, but anyway, yeah, it's fine. Like, and like, again, it didn't feel, again, it kind of what you were saying about Burning Towers, it just didn't feel like they mixed well either, like Felix and Han. So maybe that's what you were feeling about Changbin and IN. They just were like mixing well, like on a musical level or whatever you want to say. But the next song, oh my god.
So what I will say is, as they were dropping like teasers about some of these songs, and both of us were like, I'm not watching any teasers. Like I think both of us did that. We were like, I'm just gonna listen to the songs like fresh, nothing. But like obviously you can't really help but see a little bit of things here and there. And I did see a couple little clips from this, and I thought it was gonna be so cringy. Like the clips I was seeing, I was like, this is gonna be so bad. So when I went into it, I was like kind of scared. But like literally as soon as it started, I was like, this song is amazing. This song is fire. An absolute banger. 10 out of 10.
Period. Okay, so yeah, it's Escape by Bangchan and Hyunjin, and it's kind of their like reuniting since doing Red Lights.
That was the other thing too, because I was like, how can you even compete with Red Lights?
I mean, they go there in the music video.
I know. They go crazy. I mean, the music video is a little cringy, I will say that.
It is a bit.
There are a couple parts, but
yeah.
I was like, they delivered. There's nothing else to say about it. They delivered.
Yeah, no, I get, there's not a lot to say because it is just kind of,
And I cannot even, like, think about how that's gonna be live when he's like, come with me, let's escape. Like, the way that he sings it, I'm just like, I am gonna screech. It's gonna be like a banshee.
Yeah, because they're on tour right now in the second leg, and I've seen some clips, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, they're doing, like, the whole wolf motif, and I'm like...
I know, I'm gonna be, like, I literally screeching.
Well, and I really liked it, too, because, like, Hyunjin right now is still in his buzz cut phase, and... Like, it really worked in that video, too, I found. It really, like, felt... I don't know. It just...
Yeah, it fit the vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to be like, there's not much more to say about it, because it's, like...
It was
pretty freaking good.
It was amazing.
It is
so
good. And again, they had the red ropes in the beginning of the music video. Yeah. They're two wolves just running together in the wild.
I was gonna say, this is where I'm thinking that I'm starting to see the Stray Kids storyline. Because if you think about District 9 and they're like escaping from some facility type thing, and it's obviously like not like it's a dystopian place or whatever. I really felt that vibe in here because they're like running from something and they're obviously like hiding out in some kind of dystopian world. I don't know, just something about it to me. I was like, I think I'm starting to see the vision. I think I'm starting to see it.
Really, there's something like that in Jam too. Like I know there's another
subplot there, and like when I thought about it, I was like, there are a few videos where I think I can see.
We're gonna look into it.
Connecting the dots.
We'll look into it for sure. Yeah, and then the last song was Cinema, which I will say I was pleasantly surprised by this one because I figured it's going to be more of a ballad, and I'm not necessarily like I like ballads, but like I really enjoyed it, and the music video was so cute. Like
yeah, I really liked the music video. It's Cinema, Lino, and Seungmin, and yeah, I do. I mean, you know you're not gonna get rapping out of the two of them. Like it's obviously you know what you're gonna get. You know you're gonna get kind of like a song ballad type thing. But yeah, like I thought it was pretty good. The music video was like super cute. I loved it.
And they were also out there trying to get somewhere. Yeah,
they were also like, I'm telling you, the vision.
Cute. It's like, again, I don't know why I love like a blush or like a worn face look, but they also had that because they were like out in the woods trying to get to their performance. But yeah, it was really nice. It was a really nice song. I really enjoyed it. Surprisingly, again, don't usually go for those songs, but loved it. And yeah, the music, they're both stunning in that music video. I was like, oh my god. Yeah. And they're and we came through that music video, came up with a new phrase from you that I can't stop saying now. When Lino opens the hood, that's so hot of him.
Yeah.
now it's in part
he's
of our
like
lexicon.
Working on the engine or something, and I just was like, wow, that's crazy. That is so hot of him.
It's true. Now I say it for anytime there's a video of any guy doing like anything like that's so hot of him.
So hot of him.
Okay, so for me, Escape, Burning Tires, Cinema, Truman, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, Escape is my favorite, and then like I didn't really put the other ones in order because like I mean I do really love cinema, but like it's a slow jam, and like I'm not always in the mood for a slow jam. So like even when I listened to it the first time, I was like I wasn't in a slow jam mood, so I was like it's fine. But when I saw the music video, then I kind of came back around. It's probably my second favorite, and then Burning Tires and Truman. Like, sorry, Truman's definitely last, but
Yeah, for both of us.
but like I could see like through over time, I feel like Burning Tires is the type of song that would grow on me. So like I could see it switching around with cinema, like depending on what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
Escape will always be the top though. Like
So the next thing on our list that came out.
oh
So Jackson Wang came out with a new single, GBAD.
insane. Like so crazy. So like full disclosure, I literally just watched this music video like 30 minutes ago, like right before we did this, because it came out and then I kind of forgot to watch it, and I was like, oh, I should watch it before we talk about it. And like right away, I was like, what am I watching? Like, what is going on in this video?
Girl, I know. I was
So
like,
it stands for "Gotta Be a Dick,"
yeah. Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
because that's like the lyric in the song. You gotta be a dick sometimes. And the whole music video is him using his dick to save people's lives. I don't know, like
dick sometimes.
it's crazy. Like I was like, what am I watching? And then at the end, they're lizard people.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? What is going on? Plus his look is like bizarre in that. He has like thick eye makeup like running down his face. And I was like, what am I watching?
Since you were the one that got into Jackson Wang kind of before I did, and I'm not like I get his appeal, but he gives me this odd vibe, and I told you before, Joker vibes, and then I was like, it's here in this video.
Well, that's true, yeah.
I
mean, it's a good song though. Like I was trying to like, if I don't think about the music video, I was like, the song's fun.
Yeah.
So we gotta be a dick sometimes.
I think that was the first single of his that I actually listened to, and he's got an interesting style of song. Like he's kind of unique if you want to compare him to like the other singles we heard. It's definitely the most unique.
I will say his other solo, like it all is kind of that vibe. So like if you thought that song was alright, you probably like some of his other stuff. Because I added like a bunch of songs to my playlist because I thought his solo work was good. I liked it.
It's different. It's like got this like mellow, chill vibe, but like yeah. But the music video, I was like, what did I do? Like again, like you said,
I know, absolutely. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I saw. I sent you the clip on Instagram. I didn't realize that was from his like a new song that just came out. But I was like, oh yeah, this is like goofy or whatever. And I was like, oh my god, this is the actual of it. This came out like a week ago. I cannot. Get
I know.
over
As I was watching it, I was like, oh, this is like we've been seeing this. Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
this is crazy.
So the only thing I will give it was quite unique. Like it had a very artistic style. Like you said, it goes into this like whole other realm where they're like Cthulhu, whatever those
Cthulhu type.
Thank you. Yeah, creatures that are and he blows him up with his dick, I guess, at the end. You know, like it's
just so weird. Yeah. Oh, the end shot. I was like, was that a cum shot?
Oh, girl.
Because I mean, he does like a thrust, and then it zooms out, and there's like a hole through his chest.
You could definitely make the illusion of that, but yeah, I was like, this guy is a bit of a weirdo, and it's.
I mean, he is for sure, 100%, definitely weird as fuck. But I'm like,
we like a weirdo, but I was like.
And I looked up because at the end of the video it says Magician 2, so I was like, what is this? I looked it up, and he did announce he was releasing another album this year, so I was like, hell yeah, but watch out for that. I also have a story for you about Jackson.
Well, do tell.
I've got a husband drop for you.
Ooh, husband drop.
So I got a new phone, as you know. I've switched from iPhone to Android now.
A Samsung specifically.
Yeah. I mean, in my defense, I bought the same phone that my husband bought because I was like, I guess, I don't know. And then you were like, oh, you're really into the K-pop, right? And I was like, oh yeah. Like I legitimately forgot about that. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess that's not a good look. Actually, side note, on my phone, like on the Samsung phone, it comes with like a exclusive ringtone that has been made by Suga. So I was like,
it really makes it look a certain way.
I know. I was like, well, it was like my husband got his first, and he was like, why is Suga on my phone? And I was like, well, let's see.
You said Suga?
Yeah, I was like, what? But anyway, so I'm learning how to use an Android now because I had an iPhone for like over a decade. And you know, like your phone comes with like certain presets and whatever. So I imported my calendars. The preset for the calendar is it sends you a reminder. I think the iPhone does too, but at this point in time, I had already changed my settings for that. So on iPhone, all it did was pop up the name quietly in my notification center, nothing else. The preset for Samsung is the whole screen lights up, bright blue, it makes a buzzing sound and it makes a noise, and then it has big bold letters on there that says whatever the event is. And it was preset for 5 p.m. So we're in the middle of dinner, eating dinner. My phone goes off. This whole like fucking to do on my phone. We both look over. All it says Jackson Wang. And without even missing a beat, he was like, "Who the fuck is Jackson Wang?" And I like it. The like event of it happening shocked me so much that I was like laughing so hard, and he was like, "Who the fuck is that? Tell me right now who the fuck Jackson Wang." Like obviously he was joking, he wasn't like thinking that it was a real person, but he was like, "No, tell me right now who the fuck is that?" And I was like, I could not stop laughing because I was like, what is going on? Why is my phone doing that? Why is it blasting me with Jackson Wang right now? And I was like, calm down. It's just a birthday. It's a birthday notification. But I know it stuck with him enough because like a few days later, I think you were texting me, and he was like, "Who's texting you right now?" And I was like, "None of your business." And he was like, "It better not be Jackson." I was like, "Shut
That's
the
funny.
fuck up." So I changed all my settings because I was like, I don't need that. I don't need that kind of spice in my life.
That's really funny. I knew it, like when you were telling me that, so I'm like, I know where this is where we're going, because yeah, we have a full calendar of like all like the K-pop people we like to birthdays on the calendar, and so when I was like, oh, I know where this is going, but
Yeah, I was like,
that's hilarious. Well, okay, so that's Jackson Wang. Then he's a whole enigma, I find, in this.
I feel like it's like the start of a journey for me because like I listened to his solo stuff a little bit, and now it's like slowly starting to come in on the reels and slowly starting to watch the music videos. I'm actually like listening to GOT7 a little bit more now too, so I feel like I'm like on the start of a journey.
The next kind of thing, it's just the quick thing we noticed that 17 also released something. It was kind of just like this like photo book thing. It just, I don't think there's anything really, but it was just a photo book. You got a paper magnet sent, a digital code, so you can get like some kind of digital code paper. I don't know, man.
It seemed just like a photo dump kind of thing.
Yeah, and it was like you can get one or A or B version, and there's only a few of the members. A version was Hello We Are, and it's with Jun, Chonghan, and Mingi, and then version B was Our Secret Recipe, Wonu and S Coops and DK. So Scoops, I mean. As an English speaker, it's hard not to say Scoops. I like it so much.
I mean,
better
Scoops
than
is just
Scoops.
like fun.
It's fun. I know. But that was pretty much that. So they did release that, and
they are dropping content. And I mean, Jonghan is in service, and Wonwoo is going to. Actually, he might be in service by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
So like they're releasing stuff for people that are enlisting. So they're kind of sticking with that same concept of spreading out some of the stuff so that you don't forget them.
So that was that. Yeah, neither of us got it or anything, but I just noticed it was out
there.
No,
yeah,
so.
We just saw that it was there.
Okay, and then the other surprising thing, Kai came out with, he just got released from the military, and now he's out like immediately with a drop. Now I know we knew that he was going to be recording a music video, but I was like
I had seen something where he was filming a music video, but I wasn't expecting it to come out like now. I thought it was like getting ready for like maybe April or May, like, you know, a little bit of time, but oh, this guy's like, he's on it.
Yeah, so that came out, it was called Adult Swim. It was fine. Again, I felt rushed to me because I'm like...
It felt like a summer song to me because, I mean, it was at like a pool and like it had like a summery kind of vibe to it. And like, I will say at first I thought it was a bit weird. The part where he sings Adult Swim, what's the other thing he says? He says something else. He says like two phrases, like Adult Swim and then another phrase, like kind of like deadpan. Like at first I was like, this is really strange. But as the song went on, I was like, I think I could see myself getting into this.
Yeah, like, again, it was like kind of like it was a fine song. Kai always looks great. I can't, he's blonde right now.
He looks so young too.
I know, which he's not. Like, I mean...
Yeah, like he's obviously like at least 30 or more because he just finished service, so...
He's a 94.
So he's 30, basically. But like he doesn't look like that. He looks like he's like 22 or something.
Yeah, he's ageless. The other lyric is dive in. He says.
Yeah, that was
dive
it.
in.
He's like Adult Swim.
Dive in.
Dive in.
Adult Swim.
Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Dive in. At first I was like, this is weird, but like like later I was like, I was trying to picture myself like being in the car if it came on. I think I would be like driving around like Adult Swim. Dive in. Like I was like, I think I could get into it.
Yeah, and that's where I'm like, start again. That's my first impression was that they like just rushed that song out because again he only came out like in March.
Yeah.
I think he came out of service, and now we have a full music video and song put out. Even that for me, like I've watched more of his solo stuff, and like okay, like he's insane. Like he's very like he does like very sexy songs. That's what he does, and his choreography is usually quite that way too, but this just like even the choreography was like kind of whatever in this too. I was like
Yeah, I mean I thought there was a lot of it. Like it seemed like most of the video he was doing some sort of like dance to it, but it was like it wasn't like anything crazy.
But yeah, welcome back, Kai. We loved you back in the world. You're back.
Yeah, apparently he's going on tour starting in May, I think, but he's not coming to North America.
Why would they ever come here?
I think it's apparently an SM thing.
No, we'll definitely dig into EXO and like a little later because they got a lot. They're like they were like one of SM's biggest. They were like up there with BTS when BTS was big. So that's what we're gonna say about that.
Best of luck, Kai.
Yeah.
That was like a majority of the March comebacks and stuff, but like we know like coming up we did get like an announcement for Oneus gonna be releasing an English song in April 21st called Mad. Apparently his first English song.
It's so exciting.
And then after that there is the Shiny tour, Shiny reunion, and they're supposedly going to be live streaming their concert in May for everyone to see. It's sold out in 3 days, apparently. I also heard that they're going to release a new song, but I haven't seen anything else about that yet, so.
We're gonna crash all the servers for that.
I know. I wonder, like, where are they even going to live stream it? Weverse, I guess?
Maybe.
I mean, we're going to watch it for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that. Like, I would easily spend, like, money on a digital ticket. Fine.
Yeah, definitely. For Shiny?
For Shiny?
All 4 of them together, for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
I know.
I mean, that, like, pretty much wraps up all of March, which wraps up, like, I know we've been, like, talking
wraps
forever.
up.
Like, it was a lot. Like, that was 1 month's worth of stuff that came out. And
it felt like at times it was just, like, every day I was seeing something. And I was like, what am I doing? What am I supposed to do?
we also just talked about it. Like, it was not too long, like, yesterday or the day before, where I was like, oh my god, yeah, Jackson Wang's single came out a week ago. We just completely missed it. Kai came out with his music video 2 days ago. I was like, and like we follow these people on Instagram and all that too, and I'm like, I didn't even catch it. It's a lot. It's a lot out there,
It's
guys.
a lot.
That's why we're here. We're giving you all the details of all the drops.
I mean, I guess we'll have another one for, I mean, at least part of April. I mean, we're at least going to talk about Onu for sure.
Oh, you bet you.
But I bet
you
that there's probably going to be some more secret ones that we don't even know about yet.
Oh, for sure.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. We got a lot more coming up. Bias reveals coming up.
I know, I'm impressed by our demure over 17. We blasted through that, like, yep, they dropped this thing, next.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's not a lot to talk there either. It's just a photo. We just saw it come out. So moving on, moving up. That was Comeback March. Stick around for another episode in the future. Catch all the flip.
Catch you on the flip.